Let's get into the New York Giants now. Could Olivier Vernon make a return? And this one was interesting to me. Comes to us once again from Bleacher Report. On the one hand, I like the idea of the Giants getting a good football player, and that is what Olivier Vernon is. Was he really worth being the highest paid edge rusher in history when he signed that contract with New York way back when? Probably not, but it wasn't the highest paid for very long, so it's fine there. The player value, the talent thing they need, it checks off those boxes. The problem is twofold. Number one, Vernon is coming off a torn Achilles he suffered in Week 17. Now, he could be back in time for Week 1. That's a fairly aggressive timetable for a player of his age. And that makes it difficult. Are you going to be able to trust him to be the guy for you? He's coming off a good year. Don't get me wrong. A bunch of tackles for loss, 9 sacks. Yes, he benefited from playing opposite Myles Garrett. But Vernon can still be a very good football player if, of course, he can stay healthy. That is a giant unknown as we sit right now. So even if they really want him, this will definitely come after the draft. And when I look at what the Giants have right now, at the edge rusher spot, you have Lorenzo Carter, O'Shane Ximenez, Ifedi Odenigbo, who they signed from the Vikings, Ryan Anderson. They spent some late-round picks last year on guys like Cam Brown and Carter Coughlin. They got Trent Harris, too. They have bodies. I don't think they necessarily need a veteran guy. I think what they need is a number one edge. And with some of their own guys having injury history, I just don't think the timing quite works out for Vernon. If he were fully healthy, it'd be a different conversation for me. But because this year's edge class has some guys that GM Dave Gettleman might like, here's what I think is the more likely path. The Giants take someone in round 1 or round 2 at the edge rusher spot, and they pass on adding Vernon. Now, if they don't take anybody this year, and if they don't trust the Ximenezes, the Carters, the Andersons, etc., maybe they revisit Vernon. But by having already signed 2 guys in free agency this year, as fun as a reunion storyline might end up being, I don't think this is the most likely outcome for the Giants or for Vernon. Frankly, I don't know where Vernon plays this year. I think he might end up going somewhere else in free agency once he gets fully healthy. Coming off the torn Achilles, I think the most likely outcome, frankly, is that Vernon goes unsigned for a while, and closer to the preseason or so, he finds his new NFL home.